stories you're about to hear may not be suitable for some. Listener discretion advised.
All right now, boys and girls, we want to introduce...
Please allow me to adjust my pants. Listen to me.
Run as fast as you can.
I'm gonna give you what you need. Get ready for Bam Radio. Let me do it one more time. It's Radio Bam, fucking idiot. What the hell am I talking about? It's Radio Bam.
And now, here's Bam.
Here's Bam.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm here with CKY. They're in Pennsylvania. And what's rad is that they're rehearsing at my house, so I pretty much get a free private concert each and every day. But where did I come from today? Oh, I just flew in from Vegas.
You gotta be so jet lagged, man. You've been traveling around all over the fucking place.
Dude, you have no idea. Like, I just went to Vegas, and then the very next day I flew here, and then we have a Jackass premiere tomorrow in Westchester. Then I fly to L.A. again. Then 2 days later, I fly to New York to do Jimmy Fallon and Howard Stern. Then I go back to L.A. to do more press and then have that premiere. Then I go back to New York to do Letterman. Then I go back to L.A. to do international press. And then I have 2 days home, and then I go to New York, and then I might be done. Then, as soon as you guys go on and play the Halloween show, I'm already off to Europe to do a whole bunch of more shit. And what is insane is I'm here with Daryl Mills, a.k.a. Darren Miller from CKY, Chad Ginsburg, Jesse Mahiras, and Matty J.
Hey.
And Novak's here, but he's fucking his girlfriend in my living room right now.
He's not in CKY.
Like, he really is. I walked out, and I was like, do you want to do the radio show? He's like, can't you see I'm busy? So... just because she showed up with, like, fishnets on with, like, high heels. So
I'm coming in 2 minutes, and then I'm coming to do the radio show in 2 minutes and 1 second.
And Mohawk Jeff is here as well. Red Mohawk Jeff. And what I got to say is Jess has 3 kids. So does Darren. But Jess's kids watches a show called Yo Gabba Gabba.
So does Darren's.
So do mine.
All kids watch it.
They
love it. It's like the best thing on TV.
Well, they knew that CKY was doing a song for Yo Gabba Gabba, and they asked me, because they know Jackass is coming out, to be a part of it. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? And then they forwarded me a link of Lou Diamond Phillips doing the peanut butter dancey dance. And I thought it was the gayest thing on earth, and I will lose every single fan that I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah, right. And then I showed you Tony Hawk on there, and then you were like, oh, okay.
But Tony Hawk is Tony Hawk. Yeah. He's a goddamn legend. He could do whatever the fuck he wants. If I do a dancey dance... That's like Pete Doherty doing the dancey dance from Baby Shambles, who gets caught with like crack and heroin and fucks
Why
Kate
is like
Moss.
Pete Doherty? I think you're a little cooler than Pete Doherty, actually.
Well, all I'm saying is
I almost
like
beat the shit out of him.
I don't have like Tony Hawk is Tony Hawk is the type of dude that'll be like, hey kids, like skate your ass off, just make sure you wear your helmet. And I'm the type of dude that'll be like, fuck a helmet, just fucking skate. You know, like.
Well, they asked you to do it.
Yeah,
you're like.
Is what I'm saying is I don't belong doing the goddamn dancey dance. Okay.
Wait a minute. Who the hell is Pete Doherty?
He's a singer in a band called Baby Shambles.
He was in a band called Libertines in England, and they became really big over there. And now he's in a band called Baby Shambles, and now he's all over like press all over London because he bangs out Kate Moss. So now he keeps getting busted with all kinds of drugs, whether it's like crack or heroin, but like.
He keeps getting caught.
Well, I was about to cut his throat one day. We were playing the Astoria, and our bus was parked out front of the Astoria, and Baby Shambles' bus parks up next to ours. And he leans his whole body out the fucking bus door, and he's like...
First of all, weren't you playing the bigger venue, and he was playing the downstairs smaller venue?
I think it was in Manchester.
I'm pretty sure it was the Astoria right before the Astoria closed, and then
I think it was Academy.
It was early in the morning, and we were still had the right to be there, but they showed up early, and he's like, "Move your fucking bus," blah blah blah, and I was just like, "I will fucking slit your throat right now, dude, if you say one more word to me." And then he just went back in his bus.
Sometimes, like you know, like celebrities just think that everybody like is gonna respect him and shit like that. Like Gene Simmons. Remember me and Chad and Gene Simmons
Babe Fest in Philly.
hosted Babe Fest in Philly, and Chad decided to smoke a cigarette, and he was like in his own little spot in the backstage, like smoking his own little cigarette. Gene Simmons walks over to him, and he just looks at him in his face and goes, P.U.
With his hand.
P.U. with his hand.
Yeah.
And it's like, you came to me, dude. Like. And
then I said, hey, if anybody's
you
gonna
are
get me
Gene Simmons, but it doesn't mean that like I have to kiss your fucking
I was
hand.
cool with it right away. I was like, hey man, if anybody's gonna get me quit smoking, it might as well be Gene Simmons, right? And he's like, P.U. No reply. So then I was like, well, fuck it.
Oh, dude, I fucked with that guy all night long. I was having a blast. I walked away from him when in the middle of telling me a story. Because he did it to me, so I had to get him back.
He was more orange than the situation.
Yeah, dude, he was fucking, it was crazy. He looked like Kung Pao chicken.
So back to this thing. Okay, CKY is in Pennsylvania to play one song for Yo Gabba Gabba, which is for little kids, and most of CKY songs have the F word in it, or it has death.
No, none of our songs
Only
have
one
any
of them,
bad
actually.
language.
Yeah, but when you sing live, if you do 96, you'll be like, "Come on, motherfuckers!" What are you gonna say? "Come on, little cool-ass kids."
Well, we did the Tony Hawk tour. It was kind of the same thing. We weren't allowed to curse. It was for kids too.
Yeah.
This is for 5-year-olds.
We didn't get through it.
There were some young ass kids.
What do you mean
Tony
you didn't
Hawk,
get through?
though.
We said fuck.
Oh, and then they got mad.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we did say fuck on
You
the
did.
Boom Boom Huck Jam.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, it's called rock and roll.
No, dude, you made it the whole performance, Darren, and then you were like, "You guys were fucking amazing, thank you."
Oh, that's it.
And it was
Oh,
just
let
like,
that
"Oh,
slide.
yeah."
Let that slide. You know,
That's right.
it's not like you motherfuckers want to hear some shit. Like,
Yeah. No,
you know,
Tony Hawk was cool about it.
if you're ending your show like, fuck yeah, thank you, you guys were fucking awesome, woo! Like, let it slide, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a rock and roll show. Come on.
Well, we're also rehearsing for Hellview in Philadelphia, and we're playing in Toronto on Halloween night. So Hellview's actually on Mischief Night this year in Philadelphia at the Troc.
And then the real Halloween is Opera House in Toronto, which is an awesome place.
Everybody flies out to Hellview shows.
So
man.
what time do you
You're
guys-
flying out of Philly?
So in Hershey, PA tomorrow, what time do you guys have to do the dancey dance and then play 96?
I think it's at 2:30.
Well, dude, the music part of the show, like Dinosaur Jr. just played the last one. They like reunited, and like it's like they get good ass bands like Snoop Dogg and the Roots were on it, and Weezer. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, Weezer, I mean, well, their songs, I guess, except Hash Pipe.
It's strange that they'd have CKY on there for sure, but it's funny that a show for 5-year-olds can put us on, but the television networks are afraid to put us on, and the radio stations are as well. But the 5-year-olds are gonna be cool with it. So at least when they run the business, we'll be like 80. And
Speaking of Weezer, Rolling Stone magazine flew me and Novak out first class to go to.
What up?
Oh, Novak's back
What
from
am I?
fucking.
I just got
Darren, what am I?
fucking.
No, like,
Which
you
way
smell
you
like,
do it?
You smell like fish.
Smell you like this? Smell that? Chad, you smell it?
I don't want to smell it.
Dude, I
fucking know.
I was making him say, tell me how much of a dirty whore you are. Tell me you're such a dirty fucking slut that you want this dick so
Stinks
bad.
in here.
It stinks.
Dude, I tried to like be undercover fucker in front of like 10 people, and I'm sure
10 people. It was in the living room where people were walking in and out. There's like, honestly, 30 people here probably walking in and out, and you decide to do it in the living room where all you have to do is open up the door where everybody opens to come in and look to your left.
Oh, that's exactly what I did. Come in. And I can't control my dick. It's hard. Sorry.
So anyway, me and Novak get flown from Rolling Stone first class, and all we have to do is show up to a Weezer show and then go to this after party. They fly us in so late that by the time we got in the limo to take us to the hotel, check in, go up to the room, we literally went to the Weezer thing, and they're pretty much just like, thank you, everybody, good night, yeah.
We could hear it and see it from our window of the hotel, but
they planned it so poorly that I flew in, and missed the whole event.
That sounds like Rolling Stone magazine to me.
It pretty much just seemed like a free first-class vacation for you. Like
Well, I'm not complaining, but like, why fly me in when the band's ending? Like,
okay, so the band hits the stage at 10, so Bam gets up in at 9:45.
Yeah.
exactly. Like, that's what they do.
Yeah.
The band hits the stage at 10, and Bam lands at 9:30, and then like, I'm gonna miss it.
We got to the room to hear them playing their last song, like the half of their last song, and it was "Thank you everybody for coming out." That's it.
And Weezer and CKY both have the ending tracks of the new Jackass movie, so like, and we just shot a video for Weezer, which I'm in, so I should have been there to like at least see it or support it or whatever. Totally missed the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah. I don't think you're in it. I saw it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
No, I'm in it.
We can play
But
that song.
I did leave early though because I got sick of like people asking me because I didn't have my skateboard with me.
What, they want you to skate in the video?
No, they didn't want. They just wanted me to hang out, but like I didn't bring my skateboard, and people kept asking me how come I'm not skating. I'm like I don't have my fucking board, and not to mention I have bone spurs on my feet. Like
I don't want to do
what?
a demo
Fuck this.
for you.
So I didn't even tell Shauna, the one who like runs the whole situation. I didn't even tell her I was leaving. I just bounced.
Was she pissed?
No, she was
probably
pissed.
kinda understood,
She was
though.
pissed because I didn't tell her that I was going. But I was like, Shauna, if I would have told you, you would have made me stay, which you always do.
She'd make sure every car had just conveniently left and no one was around that had keys to anything.
Here's a for instance, which you can't really complain about because you're getting paid well by Jackass. But like, we just did a photo shoot for Rolling Stone and it just came out. And it's me, Pontius, Steve-O, Knoxville, and Wee Man. And it's all of us together, and then after that, they did a photo of the whole crew just to do it. But they had the whole crew there, and everybody knew that that photo will never show up in anything. They knew that was the main photo. So everybody who wasn't in that photo was fucking furious.
I can imagine.
Because they just sat around looking at us, knowing that we're going to be in the shot, and they're not going to be.
You guys stole the thunder, and there was 6 extras just sitting around for 5 hours at least, probably. That's awesome.
So what'd you think of Vegas then?
I thought it was a blast. I even like how
I thought it was a blast that I got a $3,000 watch.
Idiot, and you deserve to lose it. You
I
fucking idiot.
I didn't lose it, dickhead.
Yeah,
I
the
wound
bet
up
you
getting a
did.
$3,000 watch, lose a stupid bet with Novak over nonsense.
So you did lose it, you moron.
Like literally over like
Heads or tails,
a
flipping a
bet of who could do 80 push-ups first. Like I can't even remember what it was. Either way, he got the watch.
I got the $3,000 watch. Hence, now my girlfriend has it on her wrists. And that's why she just banged me out extra hard on the sofa.
Well, she should bang you out like for the next 10 days straight whenever you feel.
Where's she at? Where's she at right now?
She's right over there.
Right there. Want to talk about it, babe? No. She's got morals and principles and all that dumbass shit.
All that dumbass shit.
Morals and principles.
Fucking that shit's for the birds, man.
So then I'm sitting out by the pool and like, dude, it's so funny because it all really depends in Vegas where you go and who knows you and who doesn't. I go to the pool, like they tell me that I need to pay $50 to get in to sit by the pool, and then somebody recognizes me who works it there. Then they take me to an even cooler spot and give me like
Charges
$1,000 worth of free drinks. And then Jason Biggs from American Pie is there. He invites me back to his suite because they're having a bachelor party. So I go back there and I tell Novak, I'm like, hey, Jason Biggs is inviting us back. Let's
No, you didn't say who it was.
I said Jason Biggs, and he's like, all right, well,
You just
whatever, let's go.
you didn't know who it was.
So we get in there, and I'm like, hey, Novak, this is Jason. Jason, this is my buddy Novak. And Novak's like, oh, what's up, buddy? Nice to meet you. And then he's like, yeah, you look did anybody ever tell you you look just like that motherfucker who fucked that pie in that movie American Pie? I'm like, that is him, you fucking idiot. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like,
I don't fucking follow a pie fucker's career.
You're the one who said he looked like him. You probably do. I don't know.
I don't follow a pie fucker's career.
You recognized him?
Yeah, because I saw the movie. The movie's funny, but fuck. I don't care that.
so we
Did you fuck any more pies lately?
So, and also the dude that
Hey,
the guy that fucked Stifler.
Stifler's mom.
Yeah, the guy. Well, Sean William Scott fucked Stifler's mom, but whoever that guy is, I forget his name.
Sean William Scott is Stifler.
Yeah. What's
I
his name?
think.
Yeah, it is.
No, is it Stifler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Stifler.
Well, the MILF in the movie.
yeah. Fuck the nerd.
Jennifer
who-
Coolidge.
But who was the kid who wouldn't shit in the high school bathroom and he always
Yeah, that
carried
kid.
the
He
butt
was
fuck
there
off
too.
him?
And him and Novak talked for like 2 hours straight because his grandma's name is Novak, and so they just connected and they were talking all night. And the dude was basically saying that he's so over Hollywood that he just wants to become like a carpenter and
do drywall and shit.
and do drywall and whatnot. Like that's what he said.
He's like, he hates.
Which makes kind of sense because he's probably getting frustrated going to like 10 auditions, you know, and you don't get the part. And like American Pie was a massive hit 10 years ago. Like
Right.
now, like, you know, people are probably like, well, that was 10 years ago. People don't really probably care that much, you know, so he's having a rough time doing it. And he was basically just telling Novak, like, I'm so fucking over it.
He was like venting to me. I felt like a fucking psychiatrist. I should have billed him a couple grand.
You should have what?
Billed him like a psychiatrist does when you come vent to a psychiatrist. You get billed.
You should have told him, spread him. There it is. Dude, we went to this strip club in England, and Matty J, who's like the shy, quiet, reserved type.
Was he drunk?
Yeah, we had a few drinks, and then
I couldn't picture that.
he was just saying right
You
to
had
the
a lot
girl's
of drinks.
face.
There's a girl dancing right in his ass.
Spread him. There it is.
Her ass is right in his face, but it's not spread yet. Like, oh yeah, spread him. And then she does, and his pussy's right to me. There it is.
Like, dude, she was just
I
like,
couldn't
what
picture
the
that.
hell?
I couldn't even see him doing that.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Then we went to this club. All these clubs are so goddamn loud in Vegas that you can't even communicate. Like you literally have to scream in the
Yeah, it's
like
talking
that.
like this. Yeah.
This is what it sounds like. Is that annoying? Because that's what it sounds like. Yeah. Okay. We understand.
No, you don't understand until you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
That's what it's like, and you have to
I was with
scream in
Tech was like
people's
it.
ears. And you know, at this place, they just kept comping us drinks, which was rad. Oh, right, I get it, Chad.
We're out of Vegas. We're no longer there anymore. We're now in
And then Sammy from the Jersey Shore shows up,
Fucking
and like,
slut.
Oh man.
all I see is this: some nice girl goes up because it's right in front of me, and she goes, "Hey, Sammy, nice to meet you. I'm from Jersey, just like you." And she's like, "Oh, really? Huh. Whatever, cool." And then she walks away. I was like, "What a bitch!"
It's a
dude.
Jersey reaction.
Well, this ought to make you feel better. We played Crocodile Rock in Allentown a little bit ago, and I ran into the promoter guy who booked our show, and I was like, hey.
Come on, we're not in Vegas.
And I said, hey, you know, how's it going this week? Who do you got in there? And he said, the Jersey Shore people situation, and I think that girl that you just said.
Yeah.
And
What? No,
you know how many
what?
people?
no, it was probably Snooki,
No, it wasn't Snooki. It was Situation and what's
JWoww, and Sammy.
I know that guy Ronnie was around here not too long ago, and they had him in a VIP section, and they literally were charging people $25 to go into the VIP section just to shake his hand.
Well, this guy said he had to pay him
$25.
They put Novak in the
$7,000
RIP
each,
section.
What a
limo from the hotel to the airport and blah, blah, blah.
What they do?
I said, how many people through the door? He said 14 paid.
No way.
14.
It holds 1,000.
And 14 people paid how much?
Like $20 or whatever.
Oh, well,
And
like,
$20 gay dollars.
is all I'm saying is like, who? Okay. This is
What do
me.
they do?
This is me. I don't think Snooki's very attractive at all. And,
Who the fuck does?
and yeah, and not to mention she's not very talented at anything. Like is what
That's
they
every
do.
celebrity right now.
Yeah, but why would you want her autograph? Like, I could see asking Kobe Bryant for his autograph. Like, dude, you're kick-ass at basketball. I want your autograph.
Exactly.
Like, Snooki is just mediocre looking, and then she does nothing all day except go to the beach, sit there, and then try to get fucked.
What do the Kardashians do? Their dad was a famous lawyer. That's it.
Yeah, but at least they're good looking.
One of them is like,
they own a business. One of them owns a business.
The other two are fucked looking, man.
They do some shit. Like they own that Dash store. Like they
have a
radio show. They have a fragrance.
But what is that?
I mean, it's more than fucking Snooki does.
Well, that's like another thing. Like Paris Hilton, like she's already rich as fucking shit.
That's what it is. It's
and then she's okay, she's pretty, whatever.
I don't even think she's
but
pretty.
she's rich as fuck. So what do? Oh, let's give her a fragrance so she could be even more rich. It's like, let somebody else who is pretty as hell that doesn't have any money have it.
Paris Hilton, what do you do? My dad owns hotels. Kardashian, what do you do? My dad defended O.J. Simpson. Like, that's all that they have. That's all it is.
DuPonts, what did you do? We invented gunpowder and we're all psycho, and then we rent tanks, and when we're supposed to go to jail, we just go to a DuPont mental institution, which means I get to hang out at my house, which has 100 acres.
My favorite DuPont is the guy that bought a helicopter and a machine gun, and he flies over fields of animals and annihilates them with an M16 and then just flies away.
Well, if I had $1 trillion billion like the fucking DuPonts, I'd do the same thing, because you could get away with murder.
Like, that's not...
They do.
That's not hunting.
Literally murder.
That's like, hunting is supposed to be a sport. You fly over animals, annihilate them with a semi-automatic, and then fly away. What the fuck is that?
I think you could just drop a grenade if you wanted, just to fucking see a big explosion. It's like, fuck it, who cares? You got the money.
When you have that much money, that's all that entertains you, is you have to grenade a farm.
Make stupid decisions. Kind of like the decision, like when they said they invite band to come to this club called Tao. Like, we were at this other bar, they were giving us free tattoos, pierced our noses for free.
Like, we're at this place, I got a tattoo for free, I got my nose pierced for free, so Novak, free drinks all night.
Everything's free.
Right.
We get pressured by some dude that we're invited to Tao. So I go to this place called Tao, and we walk like a mile, and it's already annoying. I'm already annoyed.
Yeah. Right. We're sober at this point.
Once we get there... they're like, well, what do you want to drink? I'm like, I don't know. Just give us like a bottle of Kettle One or whatever. We'll figure it out. Kettle One. It's $33 at a liquor store. $650 was my motherfucking bill.
Dude.
Not to mention, I barely even got to drink any of it because people were just kind of coming up and pouring their own little drinks.
I'm watching people like make a vodka and cranberry. I'm like, that's a $250 vodka and cranberry you just made. Like people that.
That's what I've learned on tour. Every time we go out, I find a bar that's just fine, and everyone's like, no, man, this isn't the place to go. A 20-minute cab ride away, and it's
that's
so
the
awesome.
Like,
and then you get there, and it sucks.
Take me to a fucking bar with graffiti in it, and it looks like shit, and there's PBRs for $1 because... Like, wine is wine and beer is beer in my eyes.
Vegas, you gotta go to the Double Down. You can get Schlitz in a can, in a bottle, or on tap.
Oh, I love that place.
I almost got beat up by a fucking lesbian.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, even if you're Bill Gates,
welcome to New Hope.
If you're Bill Gates, who has billions and billions of dollars, if I see you buying a $650 bottle of Kettle One that costs $33 at a liquor store, it's like, I know you're rich as fuck, but what you're doing is dumb. You know what I mean? Like what kid? I mean, I guess there's a lot of like rich, pompous kids that have rich dads that will front their bill, but like, how many people can like afford a $600 night? Like, to go out and drink with a few buddies.
I used to work in a bunch of clubs in New York. There's idiots coming in all the time. $1,500, fucking $3,000 on bullshit. Just to sit around and look cool.
When I worked at Neiman Marcus, like, some asswipe would come in and drop $2,000 on a suit. A week later, it goes down to $800. You know, it's like, you dumb asshole.
You drive a Mercedes.
That's old.
This shit goes down way quicker and way more.
Dude, don't you dare tell me that.
Oh, why?
Because I bought a Mercedes for $125,000.
What year?
04. But it looks nice as fuck. It's in mint condition. It's seriously worth.
It's my favorite.
You don't eat it.
25 to 30 grand.
It's my favorite car of yours.
Mine too. It's
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's
driving
worth
car
30
he has.
grand, and
But
I
see,
spent
who cares?
$125,000.
It's worth how much? I think it's worth 18 actually, dude.
Quit rubbing it.
I looked it up. You just raised
But
it.
dude, who would sell it? Like, all right, my Cadillac is probably worth.
I would
10
rather
grand.
put it in front
But
of
it's
a
worth
railroad
50 to
train
me.
and watch a train plow it over than to sell it for 18 grand.
He did bet me and said if I could stay clean for 1 year, I could have it, and I fucked that
No,
up.
it was 1 month, dickhead.
Yeah,
and
I
it
fucked
lasted
up
10
within a
days.
week.
Who's gonna sell that car though? It's like an awesome car.
Oh, dude, I love that.
I would
car.
never sell it for
That's what I'm saying.
$18,000. You
Like,
nuts?
oh, blue book value. Who gives a
Fuck
shit?
the
I don't
blue
That's what they're
book.
buying it for. If you take it in to trade it in, that's what you get.
I don't give. Well, I would never.
I'd
trade
rather
in my
attempt to
cars.
drive
Yeah, run that
down
bitch
the
to
Brandywine
ground.
River from here to Delaware with it.
in the Mercedes.
Well, you could probably sell for more because it's your car.
I really would. Like, oh,
Run it off a cliff. Or
you want to buy it for 18 grand? No, I'd rather drive down the Brandywine River and try to get to Delaware with it and see what happens.
try to make it all the way to Delaware in a Mercedes in a fucking creek.
What's that new
Jesus
Buck Cherry
Christ.
song, Turd Swallower?
It turns.
Is that what we're going to listen to? What are we
No, is what we're gonna listen to. B and CKY is here, and they're playing Yo Gabba Gabba tomorrow, and then the Jackass premiere is going down. We're playing their new song that's at the very ending credits of the Jackass 3D movie.
It's fucking awesome.
This song is called Afterworld by CKY on Radio Band.
Hey, you can get it on
Radio
iTunes
Band.
and Amazon.
Yep.
Maybe we should talk over like the beginning.
And the
so then
CD's
it's
coming
totally
out too.
ruined.
It is.
What?
The jacket. It's on CD and the jacket.
Oh, on the Epitaph.
Either way, Jesse, let's rock and roll.
Just see it fucking play it.
Play that shit, mom.
All right, new CKY.
Radio Bam 28 function.
Does it look like I give a fuck?
Holy Lord, I got a boner. Strap yourselves in and lace up those shoes because you're listening to Radio Band. Turn it up. Faction.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
What you think of that, Novak?
I loved it since day one.
Intro, what we just heard.
What do you think, Chad?
We just heard the new CKY song, and I was singing on that one. It's the Afterworld. It's on iTunes and Amazon. They did pretty high on Amazon the first day, dude. We
Yeah,
put that
man.
shit out ourselves.
Did good.
That's not on any record label.
So, I'm in Vegas getting ready to go to an event.
We're gonna rage it up this night.
I'm in the elevator, and Novak gets a text that Bucky Lasik of Element Skateboards, who wins major medals at the X Games, who taught Novak how to skate, and they're both from Baltimore.
Best friend besides Bam.
He gets a text that says, Bucky's dead.
That's all I get. I swear I can show you the text, and I'm in an elevator.
Bucky's dead.
There's like 15 people in this elevator. Bam's on the complete other side. He's on one side. I'm on the opposite side. I'm not even. I mean, other people are talking. I just scream.
We
I
both
looked
start
up.
crying and shit.
I
I'm
said-
calling people off the hook. They're not picking up the phone because it's 3 in the morning.
We're fucking crying in the elevator. People are asking for his autograph. Tears are pouring out of our eyes.
Basically ruined our
died.
night.
We were on our way to fucking this club. They had everything set up as usual. And thanks to fucking idiot Barback.
So
over
Barback-
there. Way to
Barback-
ruin it even in Vegas.
Well, let me explain who Barback. He rides for Fairman Skate Shop in Westchester, PA, and he skates at my park. And it was his motherfucking dog. His his name is Bucky. How the fuck are we supposed to know
Why
that?
would you text me Bucky died? Your
You
fucking
guys are
dog.
crying.
I'm gonna dig up your dead dog and shave off his legs, cut his dick off, and then stab him because of what you did to us.
Yeah, that was so rude, and I'm 100% against animal cruelty, but I'm gonna chop its fucking head off and put it in your bed.
It's dead head.
It's dead head.
I have nothing to say to that, honestly, because I know.
How could you not think? Don't you know that Bucky
I
taught
don't-
Novak how to skate?
Well, no, I was texting all my friends that whole night. I was texting all my friends.
Tell me it was a forwarded message from everybody.
I texted everyone.
It was a
the
mass
same-
email?
Yeah, I texted everyone the same thing. I
Well,
didn't think about,
we
I didn't
thought it
think-
was personal
Well,
to
yeah,
Novak.
it didn't register in my mind about.
Why do you think all your mass friends would give a fuck about your
Because
goddamn
they all
dog?
did. They all did.
Named Bucky. The only one that they care about is Bucky Lasik, I'm sure.
No.
I love that you guys are crying in the elevator
Yeah.
over his dog.
Nah, I felt
Well, it's like saying, bam, Tony Hawk is dead, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, like what the
Yeah.
fuck? And then all of a sudden, like after 2 hours
It's
of
my
crying,
bird.
no, I named my puppy Tony Hawk.
my
It's
parakeet.
Like, fuck
Yeah.
you, you fucking faggot.
It's like a joke that you just don't play on anyone. Like, you don't even do that to fucking Satan. That's how cool that shit is.
All right. Where was that? Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas. Stop this Vegas loud music.
I feel like I'm back there again. I'm ready to blow my brains out.
Remember the rich guy from Philly who was sitting next to us at the pool?
Such a pompous asshole.
This dude's cheering at the Eagles game so bad, and he's all like so pompous, just ordering all these drinks and champagne bottles and stuff. So I'm sitting next to him, so I'm like, "Hey man, you're an Eagles fan? Obviously, you from Philly?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm from Philly." I'm like, "Oh, cool, man. Whereabouts?" He's like, "Well, I used to live in Philly, and I used to live in King of Prussia." I'm like, "Oh, cool, man. Well, I'm from Westchester." Like, and he's like, "Okay, right on. What are you, an Eagles fan?" I'm like, "Well, to tell you the truth, I'm like a fair weather fan. Like, if they're winning, I watch the game. If they're not, I don't care." He got so mad at me, he wanted to like beat me up over it.
We're winning. Oh,
and I'm serious. Like, if the Phillies are in the World Series, I'll tune in and watch. If they're not doing so well, I don't give a flying fuck.
Dude, he's over there because each cabana had like a big screen TV.
Oh, dude.
Barback's not fucking moving.
Yeah.
You already ruined our night once.
You already ruined our night once.
Now you ruined the radio show twice.
Just don't wake up tomorrow morning. Please die.
Just don't wake.
So each cabana has a big screen TV and fucking.
But this dude is like, I'm telling you, like picture, who not like Arnold Schwarzenegger status, but
big like Conjar,
like a muscly dude. And he's just sitting there like so loud, just like when they score, fuck yeah, and then he'd like throw something like fucking ain't right, Eagles, yeah.
And I look over to him like, hey, so what do you got? You got some money on the game? He's like, I don't got no fucking money on the game. I'm a fucking Phillies fan. And I look over at Lou, I'm like, why did he get so mad? And he's like, because that's the kind of guy who wants to prove that he has so much money that it doesn't matter. Like, money doesn't matter to this guy.
Fuck be wrong. Fuck be wrong.
I used to love those people that, like, if the Eagles lost, that it ruined their week.
Well,
like,
this guy.
Shit.
When we were in the suite with the American Pie dudes, there's this guy who flew in from England, and he's telling me that like, soccer, a.k.a. football, in England. Stop, every time I say Vegas, Chad has a ton of music. So, we're in Nevada.
Good call. Touche to that, man.
This is what happens there.
And
desert.
This dude flies in from England for a bachelor party. And he's telling me how like gnarly the soccer, a.k.a. football players are there, and he says that if Novak shows up to like, it's called Manchester, whatever. Was it Manchester United? Yes.
Yeah.
If he showed up to the Manchester United stadium and happened to, in the middle of the game, take off his jersey and say that like, you know, like Cambridge or London or whatever, like
he would get jumped.
They said that not only would they kick his ass, he might get stabbed.
Yeah.
But they're like, if he's lucky and there's security nearby, the fight will only last 10 to 20 seconds.
It said it had about 10 seconds of getting the fuck
I think that's a perfect Jackass stunt.
So he's trying to convince me to do this so bad.
I tell him that, I'm like, dude, okay, anyone who stabs anybody, it's usually like in the gut somewhere or whatever.
So they put a chest piece on.
So put on like a motocross. You know,
What about
motocross
your
dudes
neck?
have chest plates on. Put one onto them chest plates, and then if they try to stab you, nothing will happen.
Dude, what about-
He's like, well, what if it's the neck? I'm like, nobody's gonna fucking stab you in the neck. Like,
Who knows if it's a heated game?
Thank you. Those fuckers don't give a fuck about shit except the winning team.
Oh, dude, I was sitting in a pub in England, and
They take that
you know that
serious.
cricket bullshit that was on TV, and I was like drunkenly kind of watching. It's like some ass wipe with like a wooden like stick.
it looks like a 2x4.
Yeah, and he's hitting it out of the dirt, and I'm watching. I'm like, I go to the dude next to me. I'm like, is this supposed to be baseball or what the fuck? And then he
Baseball, mate.
he
What the
just
fuck? Don't you know
puts
the
down
fucking
his-
cricket? What the fuck?
That's what he did. He put down his pint glass and he said, he's like, this was before baseball, mate. I'm like,
With a look to kill, didn't he?
Oh,
You're
he
lucky
used
to
to be
get
in
your
great
ass
old
beat.
filth.
This
He
show
was in
been
great old filth. He was in great old filth.
My brother
She
was
was
in
in great
great
old
old
filth. With CKY, we used to be great old filth.
I was in Ghost of a Fowls and now I'm in great old filth. But no, we were playing Sinosphere Festival, and we ran into that guy Les. He plays keys for Anathema.
Great old filth.
That's what I thought I was gonna say.
But no, that's like after Chad just was saying that the whole ride there.
I just figured anybody at that festival may have played in Crazy Filth. They've had a lot of members.
At one point or another.
Yeah, so I introduced Carl. I was like, hey, Carl, this is Les. He's our old tour manager. He plays in Anathema. And then Les just goes, yeah, but I used to be in Cradle of Filth.
I used to be in Cradle of Filth. He was in Cradle of Filth. He was in Cradle of Filth. He was in Cradle of Filth.
My brother was in Cradle of Filth.
She used to sing backup for Cradle of Filth, but she replaced her with Cradle of Filth.
He was in Cradle of Filth.
My brother was in Cradle of Filth. My other brother was in Cradle of Filth.
Dude, now what do they have
My other brother wasn't in Cradle of Filth, though.
that was lousy. I mean, they have to ruin their vocals screaming so much.
Hello,
That's why they have to
Sinosphere. We're
replace
CKY.
everybody.
We used to be Cradle of Filth.
And like I told Les that joke, and he said there is a town in England where like at least 30 people have been in Cradle of Filth. There.
Jeez.
What you want to do?
I want to play
Cradle of Filth.
You want to play Cradle of Filth?
They sound like Cradle of Filth.
Does this band sound like Cradle of Filth?
No, it sounds like 60. If 69 Eyes fucked him and they had a kid, it would sound like Lacrimus.
Did that happen?
If it did happen.
You sure it hasn't?
But that would have to be 5 band members fucking other 5 band members. So
This is Lacrimus,
all over the place.
Profound. They used to be Cradle of Filth.
Chicks everywhere, man.
So play track 2. This song is called A Pearl.
Radio Bait.
And this is from the album Songs for the Last View.
This is almost the song because the CD player is constant.
This house is raining pussy all of a sudden, man. I look up, it's fucking pussy everywhere.
Track 2. A Pearl. Radio Bam Series 28 Faction Blasted.
It's radio. Bam! This is Ryan Dunn, and you've tuned in to Radio Bam. I have no idea why they gave us this stupid show. Whoever hired us should have their job title reevaluated, because they are a fuck-up.
That was Lacrimus Profound, Songs for the Last View, a song called A Pearl.
That was a good analogy, because I could see 69 Eyes fucking him and having that baby.
Yeah, well, they had to have done it in Austria, because that's where they're from. So, me and Novak just got back from Vegas. Was it today? Today?
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm still confused. Fucking Nevada. Chad.
Every time
Nevada,
I say Vegas,
Nevada,
it turns
Nevada.
to Nevada, okay?
Yeah.
I hate when I go see a band play and whoever's with me is trying to talk to me during their performance.
Oh, I fucking
That's like when
hate
someone talks over a movie, like during the most important part of the movie.
It's like, I don't give a shit
the
whatever
fuck
you're
up.
trying to tell me.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
Last time I saw CKY, I'm sitting there. I'm obviously banging my head and jamming out and watching it. And, like, people always come up and they, yo, Bam's like, what have you been up to? It's like, what have I been up to?
It's loud as balls.
It's loud as balls. I can't hear you. And I'm at a show, and they're playing the show, and I want to fucking enjoy it.
Can't this wait 40 more minutes until they're done?
How do people not know?
It drives me up a fucking wall, especially during movies, like I said. Like, I can't stand it.
Speaking of people not know, for instance, like, Louis will talk to a girl all night, pay for her drinks in Vegas, and then when he brings them back, they don't want to think that they're a slut, so they don't want to do. It's like Louis leaving tomorrow. He's not going to think that you're a slut. He's not going to even think of you at all.
He's not even going to remember you in a fucking 2
Why
weeks.
waste his time and money to not do anything?
He just couldn't get him to admit it.
Well, Louis is fucking pretty simple, if you ask me. He just spent his life savings, which was a grand total, like $580 to buy a
Like, he
plane
really
ticket.
has $10
Swear
to his name
this
right
is
now.
no joke.
What did he
to
buy?
buy a plane ticket out to Vegas for Eddie Fuckass's
His
wedding.
name is Eddie. He's like a medium. I didn't even say Vegas.
I said Nevada.
So now he has $10 to his name by flying himself out for a wedding for a guy that he barely even hangs out with. Right. And now
They all left. He had nowhere to stay, no money for
he
a
had to
place
sleep
stay,
his last night at the airport from 10 at night until 7 in the morning.
with $0, all for Eddie Fuckass's wedding.
Who's Eddie?
He barely knows him. He flew all the way to Nevada just to be in a wedding and be bored, and want to hang out with us all night. Like, he would say,
It's basically like you going out and you're broke as a joke, and you're flying out to Vegas to go to your buddy Nate's buddy's buddy.
Yeah. And you spend literally all your money except $10 for this.
Is there anywhere I could crash? Nope.
I'm really glad you came to my wedding and all, but I can't really help you right with anything.
Hope you like the airport floor.
So anyway, speaking of Vegas, I give Novak $1,000.
You're still bitching about this shit?
It's $1,000. Nevada.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it. I gotta mark it on my hand and not say Vegas anymore.
Stop it. I got nervous as soon as you said it, man. Borderline.
So I give him $1,000 to go try to win a few dollars. To go to the. I don't know where are you going.
I told him that I wanted to play blackjack, and I said I could guarantee him my double money. I said,
somehow, in his drunken stupor, loses the entire grand before he even makes it to the table.
$1,000 on red or black.
What happened?
I don't know. I just like this game seems so simple. It's two choices. You pick red or black. How am I gonna lose?
You can't pick shit because you're broke as a joke because you lost $1,000 on the way to it.
Yeah, because I found other things to do that were funner.
No, it fell out of your stupid pocket.
Yeah, right into someone's hands who gave me a little goodie bag.
What? That means you bought drugs with it? They don't give you it. It fell in their hand.
It fell in their hand. Some guy's
You're
hand.
an asshole. You owe me Not only you
put it on my tab.
That's what you always say.
And I'm gonna keep saying it.
Okay, well, fuck $1,000. You owe me $9,000 for lighting my van on fire.
Now you're gonna bring up a stupid fucking van that you never even drove again.
I don't drive it. I use it for luggage and shit.
Novak.
You don't even travel with luggage.
CKY had to move a bunch of amps, and what do you use? You use a van, dickhead.
Yeah, and
now there is no van because you lit it up in flames.
And how fast?
Well,
did that,
Apple shouldn't have pissed
How
me
fast
off
did that van go?
I don't even think it was Apple. I think it was Cleveland.
Nah, she fucking kicked me out of the house that night. And
I see it on the surveillance camera. I'm like, I want to know how a van in my driveway got lit on fire. And I'm in California, so I look at it, and it's Novak arguing on the phone with somebody, kicks a gas can out of anger, doesn't know it's a gas can, smoking a cigarette. Then he throws the cigarette, aiming. He's not aiming right. It lands on the gas shit, and it's underneath the van. So when he leaves skidding out, the van slowly catches on fire. So my neighbor calls me up and says, "Bam, there's a van on fire at your house."
I remember.
So I had to call Phil at 4 a.m. to go find out if it's true, and it is true.
Burnt to a crisp.
So I go, "Fuckface, you owe me $9,000, and now you also owe me another $1,000. So now you owe me $10,000."
If you added up all the money Novak has spent on drugs and property damage, you could have a Bentley right now.
A Bentley, fucking A. I could have a goddamn.
My body. Be
I could have a McLaren F1.
This house could be made of platinum.
And all the drinks that I've bought you since '93, which you fucked up in.
You fucked up big time in '93.
Yeah, fucked up in
Way to go, Gigi.
You fucked up in
You fucked up in '93.
I was trying to get the focus off of me.
Stop.
Back in '93, Gigi Allen booked a tour and didn't even show up.
Uber
never even showed up. Huh?
You fucked up in
Why? What's the song that we like?
9 or 6.
All right. Everybody wants to hear Ella Bandita. I think it's track 6, actually.
No.
We played with her in Amsterdam years ago. I'd like her to do it.
And Darren choked her.
I don't know what happened.
Darren, put on your headset.
Yeah.
Daryl Mills.
Well, I'm not sure what happened.
I want to know what happened.
She was
They're
playing
in
by herself with a 4-track at the time, and she would play naked.
I think because she...
I didn't see the show. I feel bad, actually, about
They were
choking
good.
her.
Well, CKY, in a weird way, like,
And
you
her
know,
girlfriend.
she probably thought, like, oh, Jackass, CKY, yeah, like, so she was being all, like, punk rock and crazy, and it was on their tour bus.
No,
Darren
it was
couldn't
backstage
take it
at the
anymore.
Milk Wagon in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they were throwing food at me.
No, okay. She threw M&Ms and some went on Darren.
No,
Darren.
it wasn't M&M's. It wasn't something clean. I wouldn't have
Either
been mad.
way, an M&M drops right off you, and your shirt
No, it
is
wasn't
still
M&M.
clean.
It was
Peanuts.
hummus.
Hummus.
No, it was peanut M&Ms. It was peanut
Throwing
M&Ms.
hummus at me.
So anyway, you're in the middle of telling a story, and you're like, "Don't throw food at me."
I said, please do not throw food at me.
And she but you said it like kind of like, "Don't fucking do that." And she like there's two ways to take that. Like, oh shit, that guy's pissed, or oh, he's fucking with me or something. So she took the he's fucking with me route and threw it again, and then Darren's just like,
But he was not in the mood. Dude.
okay, and then just choked her.
So what did
And
you
her
do?
girlfriend, and her
Grabbed her neck
girlfriend,
and
and both
put her
her
up-
and her girlfriend. She was not a straight woman.
So tell me what happened when it was done. Who broke it
bad.
up and like
Security guards were trying to break through the door or something.
Yeah, but I had locked the door.
Luckily, we were in Holland.
now? Did you already play yet?
Yeah, we had played. The
Had
show was over. It was
Yeah.
definitely over. I mean, I was high on mushrooms, so
Yeah.
Stop it.
it was great.
It was bad.
It was bad. It was great.
That was the night where Dice lost his fucking mind.
That night?
He smoked weed and took mushrooms, and you could just see in his brain that there was like 1,000 thoughts per second. And his eyes were just like, oh yeah.
Well, your ex bass player,
Ex-best friend. Is that what you're gonna say?
your ex bass player had a girl, and forgot his room key, so he got locked out of his room. So he decided to bang her out in front of the Hilton Inn in the lawn. And he was too drunk, so he passed out. And then what does she do? Goes through his pocket and steals
Takes his
$500
money.
bucks.
Oh, that was Vern.
Yeah. Me and Darren put his money out
Picture
on the
like,
table.
oh, I like you so much. Oh yeah, I like you too. Fuck yeah. And then you just pass out in the lawn of the hotel you're supposed to stay at.
No,
And
they
then
they
she
came
just
in.
goes through your pockets and takes 500. Oh, cool, $500, and then she just flees the scene, and that's the end.
You left
The
out
best was the next day when Vern was like, "Yo, man, do you have that money from last night?" I was
Yeah.
like, "It was
on
right
the
here
table,
by the
man.
TV."
No, the
Yeah.
bimbo who you were with last night has your
Well,
$500.
no, you left out the best part. They come in soaking wet because when they were fucking on the lawn of the Motel 6, the sprinklers came on. And they came in soaking fucking wet.
How about when he was banging some girl in the tour bus in his bunk, which Darren was staying right above? He just goes out loud to everybody, "Smells like a fucking period in here." And they're fucking at the time.
It smells like shit. I said, because he was fucking her in the ass.
How do you know that?
You could smell where it was.
I could
And
smell
dude,
it.
he lifted up the curtain of his bunk and sprayed like Febreze in it.
Not at them.
You could
No,
smell what
I
they were
s-
doing.
On them. As
On
they
them?
were
Shut
fucking.
the fuck
like,
up.
dude,
They
when you
were
lift the
in-
curtain, you're spraying it on them.
They're fucking and you're spraying Febreze on them.
It was Lysol.
It was Lysol. Bust
Dude.
Lysol.
That was so fucked up, man. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
What,
Smelled awful.
Yeah.
did they just keep going?
No,
Yeah.
they didn't say a word.
They just
They
kept
didn't
going.
do a single thing.
Did they stop?
No, I don't think that they were doing it anymore. I think that they had done it.
It's a
And it
pretty
just
big
stunk up
boner
the whole
kill
bus.
when somebody's right outside of your
A
curtain
boner
going,
kill? Somebody
"Ew."
opening up your curtain while you're fucking, and then somebody sprays Febreze all over the period shit smell? Come on. Come on.
Did the girl at least go to the bathroom or something?
No, I didn't. They didn't leave the bunk.
No,
I
it
don't
was
think
these,
I ever saw her again.
It was these two girls that,
You
that
saw her again.
traveled around, like
Did?
followed
Like
us
2 more
around, like
shows.
they followed our bus.
So they read
Vern
the
So, I
never
mean,
said-
they were fucking
Vern never said
minging,
anything
man.
about it. Vern never said anything about it.
No, man, they stopped following the band right away.
I'll bet.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That's a pretty big fan killer.
Is this Nick Oliveri?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to get everything to work.
Yeah.
I can't be with you.
It's a little bit embarrassing, probably. Yeah.
I would never go around ever again either.
Oh, God.
That's bad.
You gotta play the L.
That's bad.
But what do you expect? What am I supposed to do? Get on the bus that I live on for a
Yeah.
month and be like, oh, that smells
Oh,
terrible,
yeah.
but, you know,
Hey,
it's cool. I'll let them get done.
what are you gonna do? Yeah.
What else was good?
Well, you know what? If it was me, I'd totally let it happen and be like, cheers on him. But if I was staying directly above him and I had to hear it and smell it and listen to it,
Yeah.
I'd be like, get the fuck out of
Well,
here.
you didn't smell it.
You would be.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't a subtle thing.
It wasn't something
It was
that you could
minging.
let go. It was like unbearable.
Yeah.
Pam would be pissed.
Well, think about, he's in, okay, let's see. It's 2.5 feet high and then 7 feet long.
Yep.
And the whole thing is enclosed. So if you could smell from above, That means in there, it must have been fucking minging.
He didn't care.
Here's how pungent it was. If someone fingered their asshole and then rubbed their finger on your mustache, that's what it smelled like.
So you just have constant shit crystals on your nose?
It was bad.
That's what you thought your dog did to you.
Yeah.
And Jenna was there
Yeah.
too. Jenna, a friend of ours, was with me, and I think she
couldn't
said
deal
something
with it either.
first. She was like, "Ew, what is
It was
that?"
seriously like, as soon as you smelled it, it was like vomit reflex. It's like,
That girl had a shit if it smelled that bad. It wasn't from her finger.
Well, apparently they were following the band.
they couldn't afford hotel rooms.
They
so
weren't
were
getting
on-
hotel rooms. They
on
were
tour.
following the band and not showering.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
So they were fucking gross. Yeah. Like,
So she had to do more than a dirty nanny or dirty.
it was.
They were living in like an 84
It was probably
Corolla.
horrendous.
Tammy, you're not on mic.
It was probably horrendous down there.
Oh, you can't hear this one.
So we got that Nick Oliveri track going.
Let's do it, track
I
7.
couldn't get the Ella Bandita thing to play.
So this dude is from Palm Springs. He used to be in Queens of the Stone Age, but he was on meth. He used to be in Quiet Old Phil, but he's on meth now, so he got kicked out of the band, but he still rocks like fuck. But
No, he was
out
in
of
the
band.
Knives, and
he got kicked out of that as well.
How do you know if he's still on meth? I mean,
Because he lives in Palm Springs. It's a meth capital of the world, just like how Baltimore's a heroin capital of the world. Look at Novak.
all right, so
here we go.
We'll say goodbye.
All right. Oh, yeah, it's time to go, ladies and gentlemen. Radio Bam Series 28 Faction Leader.
Radio Bam. That's Radio Bam for this week.
We're done.
Tune in next week for more.
You can leave now.
It's Radio Bam.
Radio Bam every Monday, 7, 4 p.m.
Radio Bam every Monday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Email me now at Radio Bam. Why don't you take a picture of your sweet white ass and send it on over to Radio Bam at Sirius-Radio.com.
Call Radio Bam at 877-PORN-BAG.
That's 877-PORN-BAG. Sweet dreams, Peapod.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Faction.
Feeling horny?